Dear students, in this video I will explain to you about phasor diagram and also phase lead or lag. First of all, a phasor is a rotating vector. A phasor is a rotating vector. It always rotates in anti-clockwise direction. And at any instant of time, if you take the projection of that vector either on x-axis or y-axis, that will give the instantaneous value of that vector. For example, in an AC circuit, suppose the current is given by the equation. The instantaneous value of current is given by the equation. I is equal to Im into sin omega t. I is equal to Im into sin omega t. And voltage V is given by, instantaneous value of voltage is given by V is equal to Vm into sin omega t. Okay. In this equation, I is the instantaneous value of current. At every moment, this value will keep on changing. And Im is the peak value, the maximum value of current. Omega is the angular velocity of the rotation of the armature. So omega t will be the angle, theta, angle of rotation at an instant of time. So the current varies as per this equation Im into sin omega t. The same way, V is the instantaneous value of voltage. Vm is the peak value, maximum value of voltage induced during the rotation of the armature, and sin omega t, in that omega t is the phase, or we can say it is the angle, theta. Okay, so these two vectors we can represent by using phasor like this. All of you listen. Suppose I am taking x-axis and y-axis like this. This is the positive x-axis. This is positive y-axis. Okay. Now in this equation, I equal to Im into sin omega t, the peak value of current Im, I am taking as a phasor. That is taken as a phasor, a vector. Suppose this represents the peak value of current Im. Now if I take the component of this vector on x-axis, I will get a vector here. This will be equal to Im into cos theta. If I take this angle theta or omega t, this is theta or omega t, then this component will be Im into cos omega t. This is called projection of Im on x-axis. This vector is called projection of Im on x-axis. The same way, if I take the y component, the vertical component of this vector, that is this much, and its magnitude will be equal to Im into sin omega t. This magnitude is equal to Im into sin omega t. So we can say this vector, that is Im into sin omega t, it is the projection of Im on y-axis, or it is a component of Im on y-axis. Okay. Now if you consider Im as a vector, okay, it is called a phasor, and this phasor always rotates in anti-clockwise direction. So at any instant of time, if we take the projection of Im either on x-axis or y-axis, we can get the instantaneous value of current flowing through the circuit. But here we will take the projection on y-axis only. In our lesson, we will take the projection on y-axis instead of x-axis. So for the instantaneous value of current, we are depending on the projection of this Im on y-axis. Now we can see how the instantaneous value of current changes as the phasor rotates in anti-clockwise direction. Now suppose I am taking the phasor of current, that is the peak value of current as Im here. This is Im, the peak value of current, that is at a phase omega t. This is the peak value of current Im. Okay. And its projection on y-axis at this instant of time, this projection on y-axis is this much, and its magnitude is Im into sin omega t. Okay. Now imagine this vector is rotating. This Im is rotating, this phasor is rotating. Okay, when it rotates, okay, we can see its projection on y-axis, that is this much now. Again when it rotates, we can see its projection on y-axis is increasing. and finally when it rotates 90 degree from the horizontal position till 90 degree when it rotates, you can see that is in this equation, if you give omega t equal to 90 degree, omega t equal to 90 degree, sin 90 equal to 1, that time the instantaneous value of current I is equal to Im. That is this position. Complete current is on the y-axis, that is maximum current, okay, that is at angle 90 degree. Now if you imagine, again if this vector is rotating in anti-clockwise direction, like this, we can see here the component of this vector on y-axis, it will start decreasing. Now the component of this vector on y-axis will come only this much only. Again if it rotates like this, you can see the component of this vector on y-axis is, okay, from here till this point only. Again when it rotates, you see the component of this vector on y-axis will come, the projection will come from here till this one only. That is the Im into sin omega t values keep on decreasing from this point till here only. That is Im into sin omega t values keep on decreasing. When phasor rotates 180 degree, means from the starting point till 180 degree, means from the starting point here, okay, till 180 degree when it rotates, sin 180 equal to 0. So there is no projection right now on y-axis. Means I equal to Im into 0, that is current equal to 0. Now the current is 0. Again when it rotates in the same direction, anti-clockwise direction, you can see its projection will come on negative y direction. So minus Im into sin omega t value will start increasing in the opposite direction. And as it rotates more and more in that same direction, we can see the projection on y-axis will be this much, okay, till here. And when it rotates this much angle, that is from the starting 270 degree. It started from the x-axis 90 degree, again plus 90, 180, again plus 90, 270 degree. That time in this equation, I equal to Im into sin omega t. If you substitute omega t equal to 270 degree, sin 270 is minus 1, so I equal to minus Im. Now we can see the vector is, complete vector is on y-axis, that is I equal to Im. That is a negative direction also. It means I equal to minus Im. Means the current increases in the opposite direction and reaches maximum. Again when it rotates in the same direction, you can see the projection of this vector on y-axis is decreasing. The projection of this vector on y-axis is decreasing. When it rotates more, see the projection now only this much only. Its projection on y-axis negative y direction is again decreasing. When it rotates more, you see here the projection of this vector on y-axis is only this much, again decreased, and finally it completes one full rotation. When it reaches the same starting point, okay, from the starting point, total 360 degree rotation. If you apply sin 360 equal to 0. So again I is equal to 0. Means right now there is no projection on y-axis. That means the projection on y-axis is 0. When the vector rotates 360 degree, in this equation I equal to Im into sin omega t. If you substitute omega t equal to 360 degree, sin 360 is 0, I equal to 0. Means right now there is no projection on y-axis. The component of this vector on y-axis is 0. So what we can see here, when this phasor rotates in 360 degree, the value of I initially increases from 0 to maximum Im, first 90 degree, then again it start decreasing. When it become 180 degree, the current I becomes 0, instantaneous value of current I becomes 0. Again when the vector rotates in the opposite direction, that is 270 degree, gradually the current will increase in the opposite direction. At 270 degree become maximum minus Im in the opposite direction. When it rotates further towards 360 degree, again the projection I will decrease, instantaneous value of current I will decrease, and finally at 360 degree at this position current again become 0. So we can get the instantaneous value of current on the y-axis as the component of this vector Im, peak value of current on y-axis. The component of the peak value of current, the phasor vector on y-axis will give the instantaneous value of current. You can see as the phasor rotates like this, the instantaneous value of current will keep on changing. At this moment, that is at this angle, suppose initially the phasor is like this, Okay, at this time the angle omega t equal to 0, then I equal to Im into sine 0 will be 0. As the phasor rotates, the angle omega t is increasing. Okay, when it rotates this much 90 degree, omega t become sine 90, omega t become 90, sine 90 equal to 1, so I equal to Im. Again it rotates this way, the component of the vector on y-axis will keep on decreasing, projection of this vector on y-axis will keep on decreasing. Now it is 180 degree, again current I becomes 0. On further rotation 270 degree, current become negative maximum. Again when it rotates 360 degree, current becomes 0. So this way we can easily represent the instantaneous value of current by using a rotating vector, that is called phasor. Okay. Now I will explain what is phase lead or lag. What is phase lead or lag? And also we have to explain AC circuits. Mainly we have to discuss about AC circuit with a resistor, an AC circuit with an inductor, AC circuit with a capacitor, and also an AC circuit with all these three components together. That is a resistor, inductor and capacitor together in a single circuit. So here what is phase lead or lag? We can understand from this discussion of AC through a resistor. Suppose we have a circuit like this. That is fitted with a single resistor of resistance R, of resistance value R, and also there is a source of AC here, an alternating voltage like a small generator is connected in this circuit. Suppose this is the source of AC, and suppose it produces a voltage. Its instantaneous value is given by V is equal to Vm into sin omega t, and R is the resistance of the resistor. Okay, so the Vm is the peak value of voltage. If I represent that voltage on a phasor, I can draw a phasor here. I will draw a phasor here. Suppose this is the phasor of voltage produced by the generator. Suppose this is the peak voltage produced by the generator, that is Vm, and omega t is the phase. Omega t means it will be the theta angle between the direction of magnetic field and normal drawn to the plane of the armature coil. Okay, that represents the rotation, the angle of rotation of the armature coil at an instant of time. So this represents the phasor of voltage Vm. Its projection, if I take the projection of this Vm on y-axis, that will be this much. That is the instantaneous value of voltage that is given by V equal to Vm into sin omega t. Okay, so our equation for voltage is V equal to Vm into sin omega t, and the corresponding current value. What is the current in this circuit? From the Ohm's law equation, I equal to V by R. I is equal to V by R. So here I is the instantaneous value of current and V is the instantaneous value of voltage. So I is equal to, instead of V I can substitute this equation, that is Vm into sin omega t. So instead of V I am giving Vm into sin omega t divided by R. Here Vm divided by R, this will give the peak current, the maximum current produced in the circuit, that is Im. So this equation can be written as Vm by R can be taken as peak value of current Im, then I is equal to Im into sin omega t. Means the equation of current, the equation of instantaneous value of current is obtained. I is equal to Im into sin omega t. So what we can see here, in a circuit which consists of a resistor, the equation of current is I equal to Im into sin omega t, V is equal to Vm into sin omega t, V equal to Vm into sin omega t. From these two equations we can see the current and voltage have same phase omega t. So if I am drawing the phasor of current also in this same graph, the phasor of current will come same angle omega t. Suppose this vector represents Im, peak value of current. So what we can see here the phasor of current and voltage are in the same direction with the same phase omega t, the same angle omega t. Now when these two vectors are rotating, they will rotate together Both of them will reach maximum at the same time. They will start decreasing same time. They will reach zero at the same time. So we can say voltage and current are increasing and decreasing at the same phase, and so we can say there is no phase lead or lag. There is no phase lead or lag. So remember, when a current is flowing through a resistor, there will be no phase lead or lag. Voltage and current will increase and decrease at the same phase without any change. The value of voltage will become maximum. At the same time, current also will become maximum. When the voltage becomes zero, current also becomes zero at the same time. There is no phase lead or lag. But that is not the case when other components are present in the circuit. Suppose the coming discussion we will see, if in this circuit, if there is an inductor is connected instead of this resistor, suppose an inductor is connected in this circuit. If an inductor is connected like this, of self-inductance L is connected in this circuit, then we can see the voltage will be ahead. The voltage will be ahead of current by a phase of 90 degree. Voltage will be ahead of current by a phase of 90 degree. And current will be along x-axis with omega t 0. This will be the case. This is Im. This will be the condition if there is a inductor connected in the circuit. If there is an inductor connected in a circuit, then we can see voltage will be ahead. This will be the condition if an inductor is connected in a circuit. It means voltage will be ahead by 90 degree and current will be lagging. So there will be a phase difference of pi by 2. Here this omega t is equal to pi by 2. Omega t is equal to pi by 2. If there is an inductor connected in the circuit, means voltage will be leading the current by pi by 2. And when these two vectors, that is the phasor of voltage Vm and current Im, when these two vectors rotates, they will be rotating in anti-clockwise direction. That time voltage will be ahead and current will be behind. It means we can say for the current there is a phase lag of pi by 2. Means current is lagging the voltage by an angle of pi by 2. And in some case, instead of this inductor, if there is a capacitor, if a capacitor is connected, then current will be ahead, voltage will be behind. Means current will be leading voltage by a phase pi by 2. So the phase of current and voltage may not be same always in an AC circuit. If an AC circuit consists of only a resistor, then current and voltage will be in same phase. Omega t will be same for both. But if there is inductor, voltage will be ahead, current will be back by a phase of pi by 2. If there is a capacitor, current will be ahead and voltage will be lagging by a phase of pi by 2. So there can be a phase lead or lag in an AC circuit, depends on the components present in the AC circuit. Okay. So the next class will discuss in detail about this phase lead or lag with examples of inductor in a circuit and also a circuit with capacitor, and finally a circuit with all the three components, inductor, capacitor and resistor, that is LCR circuit. Okay. Thank you.